Hello everyone, this is Movie Storm, and today I will tell you about the first episode of a mini-series, where each episode is like a separate film, Nightmares and Dreamscapes. But before we begin, you can support us by liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your understanding, and let's get started. The main character is a mercenary, named Renshaw. He arrives by car at the gates of the Morris Toy Company. Morris is the president of the company, and happens to be the next target of an assassin. He browses the shelves of toys, and finds a green fairy. Renshaw is convinced that the target is inside the building, so he starts preparing by assembling a pistol and putting on a mask. He uses a phone, on which it's written that it's a bomb, and a countdown begins. A security guard catches him, and as he rushes outside, he falls into an ambush. He takes the keys from the guard, and disables the surveillance cameras. On his way to the target, he kills another guard, and continues further. Entering Morris's office, Renshaw immediately carries out the mission. As a memento, he takes a toy, and leaves. He flies home by plane, and informs the client that the mission is completed. A girl sitting next to him asks for gum, and when he opens his bag, he accidentally reveals the toy, to which she reacts strangely. Renshaw lands, and notices a strange toy with the girl at the airport, the same toy he saw in the building, where he carried out his mission. He doesn't think much of it, but back home, he notices another toy, the one he saw when he killed Morris. A package is delivered to him, but he doesn't open the door. However, the girl simply leaves it at the doorstep. Curiosity gets the better of him, and he eventually opens the box, finding many toy plastic soldiers inside. He examines them, but finds nothing suspicious. Later, the box falls off the table by itself. He approaches to take a look, but to his immense surprise, all the soldiers disappear. Strange paranormal activity begins in the house, curtains move, and the lights go out. Suddenly, something injures his leg under the table. He retrieves a plastic rifle from his boot, looks under the table, and a hail of gunfire erupts from there. A real battle begins, bullets and rockets are fired at him. He manages to hide in the bathroom, and tries to make sense of what's happening. He peers out using a mirror, and sees a constant barrage of attacks. The toy soldiers notice Renshaw, and launch a missile at the mirror. The man decides to fight back, retrieves his pistol, then proceeds to the kitchen and grabs a more powerful weapon, and then starts shooting the small soldiers. He flips the couch, and finds many small bodies. The surviving soldiers help the wounded and get into a toy jeep. He realizes that they want to escape, and starts crushing them like ants. Just when it seems like the army is defeated, military helicopters fly in. They are much more serious than the infantry and start firing at Renshaw. He manages to hide, but he's wounded. With wounds, he still doesn't fully realize that all of this is happening for real. But there's no time to ponder, the door explodes, and helicopters fly inside. Renshaw catches them and throws them in the toilet. The soldiers refuse to surrender, and he kills them with a fan. Afterward, he stitches his wound, and after some time, Renshaw notices a shadow, and a note under the door. The soldiers gave him a note, asking him to surrender, and in response, he refuses and plans to put the note back. But he realizes it's a trap and sees that the soldiers are ready to open fire from artillery guns. They blast the door, and Renshaw climbs out of the window to escape, but he's on the 14th floor. He manages to reach his balcony, but a helicopter attacks him, and he almost falls. He shoots at them with his pistol, causing the helicopter to crash. He decides to distract the soldiers using a rubber duck, and attacks them with a fire extinguisher, then uses aerosol to burn part of the army. Next soldiers, he hacks their bodies with a knife, and the last surviving soldiers he crushes with a box. Renshaw gathers all the bodies, and counts them to make sure that none are missing. The number matches what's on the box, but there's an additional note about a bonus. While Renshaw relaxes in the pool, trying to unwind, his wrist gets cut. He stitches up the wound, and realizes that someone is still around, but decides not to continue fighting. He tries to escape, but the elevator panel breaks, and the lights go out. Renshaw examines the area with a flashlight, but there's no one on the floor. However, inside the panel, he sees a small parody of Rambo. Since the elevator is stuck, he has to climb into the shaft and jump onto another passing elevator. He thinks he's finally safe, but he doesn't know that a little soldier is already sitting on it. The little soldier climbs onto Renshaw and starts attacking with a knife, but it doesn't do much harm. the man catches the commander and places him between the elevator doors. He breaks the little soldier's head into small pieces, thinking he's finally done with these toys. However, he notices that the body of the little soldier is rigged with bomb, and it explodes, killing him. That's where the episode ends. Please share your thoughts on it in the comments, and rate it from 1 to 10. Don't forget to support us by subscribing and liking the video, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to watch our new videos.